Hello, I'm Sophia Lou and welcome to my channel. Why not? Hello guys and welcome to this month's challenge video. I do hope you like my little skit in the beginning. It's my sort of idea to try and make these videos a little bit more fun, especially the challenge videos, as I really do enjoy doing them. Anyway, this month's challenge is painting with tea, and this was highly suggested by you guys, and it's such a travesty, pun intended, for me to actually waste a good cup of tea. However, what I've actually done here is I've used two different types of tea. I've used my English breakfast tea and I've used my, it's like a cranberry drink tea, and these are both like my favourite types of tea that I do love using. And I can imagine, like, because there's so many different types of tea and so many different types of colours, they could create a really interesting illustration. Now, originally my plan was, when I was tackling this challenge, was to try and do it all with the same type of tea. But it took forever to get any gradient up on the illustration, and I had to really oversaturate certain areas in order to get any gradient in there at all. So in the end, I decided to settle for a second tea to be able to bring out the colours and bring a little bit more difference in the entire illustration. Now it's up to you how you want to approach this challenge. If you guys want to approach this challenge, I want to see how you approach it and what you do. I will say this was probably the most nice smelling challenge I've done so far. It was really, like the teas were really nice and strong smelling, and you've left the paper smelling quite nice. In case you're wondering what I'm using, I am using rowney Aquafine. This is cold press, not hot press, as I work better with cold press than I do hot press, as I'm still unfamiliar with hot press. With this challenge, I would say that as long as you're painting with tea, it doesn't really matter. My kind of tips are, if you are going to approach this challenge, is wait for your tea to cool down before you paint with it, as the hot tea can actually end up ruining your brushes. So a lot of the, when I was doing this challenge, I waited until the tea had cooled down and then built up the illustration. I used cheaper brushes, or brushes that I had quite a bit of, just so that I wasn't worried that I was going to ruin them, so to speak. If anyone is interested in me doing similar challenges like this, or if you have a challenge that you want me to try out, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd be really interested in hearing your feedback and what you'd want to see in future content in future videos. As you all know, I do a challenge video every single month, and I'm always interested to try out new things. It's almost like challenging yourself in any way, shape or form. I will say one of the nicer things about doing this was it kind of acts like watercolours, and it was really interesting to try that out. Obviously, the main difference between this and watercolours is that these were a lot more opaque, so it was a lot more difficult for me to build up layers. And I'm really glad that I decided to build up on top with the cranberry tea. However, I was extremely surprised upon building the layers with the cranberry tea that it turned almost like a darky grey purple. It wasn't like purple, but it's almost like a very greyish mauve, and I was really surprised by this because I was expecting the tea to be, because it looks red in the cup, it looks very red in the cup, for it to almost not behave the same way on paper. And I suppose if you were to approach this challenge and you want to approach it and try out all the different types of tea to get different colours, I would suggest colour swatching them and leaving them to dry for a little while, and then you'll be able to have a little bit more fun with the colours there. In case you're wondering if my voice sounds a little bit different, I am currently, I have just been to Comic-Con and my voice is a little bit shot out, so that's why I do sound a little bit hoarse at the moment. But nevertheless, we carry on, we art on. I can because if we ever stop drawing, it is just, no one's going to draw for us, are they? So the illustration I've gone with here is almost like a fantasy fawn type of girl, and she's just stood there with her tea, and I thought it was a very fitting part for this illustration. I don't know if I will sell this piece, but I would like to sell some prints of this on Redbubble. If anyone is interested, please let me know. If anyone has done this challenge before, like, let us know in the comments, like, what did you find was difficult about it? What did you enjoy about it? Was there any particular techniques that you think that you could apply to this that would be interesting to do? As I said, they do behave kind of like watercolors, but you just have to build up a lot of layers to get some decent pigment in there. It was very fun. So I really enjoyed this suggestion, and thank you guys for suggesting it to me, because I genuinely did enjoy it, and I could not be doing these videos without your support, without your love, and without your help. So I have to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have enjoyed like my previous challenge videos. If you haven't, there will be a playlist at the end of the video that you can totally check out, and it will have the full like playlist of all the challenges I've done in the past. I've done an awful lot of challenge videos, and I do enjoy doing them every single month because it's a way to step yourself out of your comfort zone without actually having to step too far out of your comfort zone. You're just trying a different medium, just trying a different technique that you may not have used before or thought of using before. Do you see what I mean about this tea being so red? I mean, it looks like a tea bag does not look like a tea bag. And the tea leaves I used were really nice. I got them from Whittard, so absolutely lovely. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you want to, comment down below on if you've approached this challenge or what challenges you want to see it do in the future. But as always folks, stay creative.